All right, let's go over some highlights of the syllabus. So this will be for Math 111 or Plain Trig, and this will be a 16-week online course. Okay, so some ways to contact me. You can either give me a phone call or send me an email or set up a meeting with me through Cisco WebEx, and that's going to be on Canvas. Now, I'm available Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Now, some information about this course and what we're going to be learning. We're going to be learning about some trig functions and identities, some inverse trig functions and graphs, solving triangles and equations, and then we'll learn about complex numbers and polar coordinates. Now, this class is 3 lecture hours, and make sure that you have Math 105 or 110 with a grade of C or better. The textbook that we're going to be using is OpenStax Algebra and Trigonometry, but don't worry, we're only going to cover the trig sections here. The additional material and technology requirements that you need a laptop with a reliable internet capability and a built-in camera or an external camera. We're going to use that for Honor Lock to take our exams. And also you just need a basic calculator with no programming or graphing capabilities. All you really need is a basic scientific calculator. Okay, so the assignments that we'll have in this course, we'll have homework, we'll have 4 unit exams, and we'll have a final exam. Now the final exam is worth 30% of your grade. The final cannot be waived. It is mandatory for this class. It's a requirement. And also it's going to have a comprehensive element, meaning that everything that we have covered in the course will be on the final as well. Now the unit exams, that's going to be 60% of your grade. Now I dropped the lowest exam grade automatically, okay, just one of them. There's going to be, the homework is worth 10% of your grade. I'm going to drop 3 of the lowest homework sections as well. Now to find your homework, all of this is going to be on Canvas and it's going to be under quizzes. All right, so we're going to have 3 homework sections that are dropped, the lowest ones, and 1 unit exam that will be dropped. So you have a little bit of wiggle room just in case that you bomb one of the homework sections or one of the exams. Okay, now let's talk about the exams. So most of the exams, all of the exams, except for one, is going to have 2 parts. Part 1 or 2, one of the parts is going to have a calculator allowed part. The other part is going to have a no calculator allowed part. Okay, so exam 1, 2, 3, and the final will have 2 parts. These are 2 different exams. Except for exam 4, that's just going to be 1 exam. And on that particular exam, you are able to use your calculator for exam 4. Okay, so for exam 1, 2, 3, and the final exam, one part you will be able to use a calculator. There will be another part where you are not able to use a calculator. Now there's going to be practice exams for each of these unit exams. So what I have is I have a exam that you can take, and then I have answers to that exam, and then I have step-by-step solutions for each question within that practice exam. So hopefully you can figure out where you went wrong before we actually get to the exam. And if you have any questions over what you've missed and if you're still not understanding, then just contact me. Okay, let's talk about some extra credit opportunities. So when you are done with this class and I look at your homework grade, if the average homework grade is 95% or better, then I'm going to add 3% to the overall course grade. Okay. For each unit exam, I'll have 1 bonus question, and that's going to be worth 2%. And I'll add that to that exam. And I'll also have bonus discussions for each of the unit exams as well. Those are also worth 2%, and I'll add the 2% to that exam as well if completed. Okay, now grading information. Now what you do in this course, that's what your grade is going to reflect. It is a rating of your performance to the assignments in this course. It's not a ranking. I'm not comparing you to everybody else in the course. It's just based on what you do and your performance in this course. Now the final average of your earned grades will automatically round up to the next whole number if the average is 0.5 or greater. So if you end up with an 89.5, that's going to automatically round up to a 90 for the final grade. Okay, here's our grading scale. 90 to 100 will be an A, 80 to 89 will be a B, 70 to 79 will be a C, 60 to 69 will be a D, and 0 to 59 will be an F. Okay, what's your allowed on exam day? A pen or pencil, non-graphing calculator, depending on the part that you're taking. If you're in an exam that has no calculator allowed, you won't be able to have your calculator, obviously. Blank scratch paper and honor lock. Okay, now honor lock is a proctoring service that we're going to use. Here's some of the rules that we need to follow. You need to scan the entire room, including your desk, your workspace, your calculator. If you're in a part that is allowing the calculator, go ahead and scan your blank scratch paper as well. Only you are allowed in the room while taking the exam, and only the allowed materials that are allowed for the exam. So the pen, the pencil, the blank scratch paper, and the graphing calculator, if you're in a exam that allows the calculator, that's only allowed during the exam. Your phone should be in a completely different room. Make sure you have no music or television, that you don't have any headphones in, that you're not wearing a hat. And there's additional honor lock guidelines, but those are going to be on Canvas under modules, so go ahead and take a look at those as well. So if any of these rules are violated, then your exam will result in a 0. Okay. Now, I do have a practice quiz. It's not worth anything. It's just a practice quiz to get you familiar with how to use honor lock and what it'll look like, and what you need to go through to get that set up. Now, if your computer dies in the middle of an exam, what's going to happen is you'll get a 0 for that exam. So make sure your computer is charged or it is plugged in while you're taking the exam. Otherwise, if it dies during your exam, I won't be able to give you another attempt or give you extra time or anything like that. Okay, so technology requirement issues. We need to use Google Chrome for every single thing that we do in this class. Okay, so if you have an issue, if you miss an assignment due to not using Google Chrome, I won't be able to extend it or anything like that. Okay, so make sure that you are using Google Chrome for this course. Okay, so if you have another issue besides Google Chrome issue, if you would take a photo or a video of that issue and then send it to me so I can give you an extension or an accommodation if needed. Okay, attendance. So completing an assignment, that's going to be the way I record attendance. Okay, it's not sending me an email or just getting on Canvas or anything like that. You need to actually complete an assignment to be recorded for attendance. Now, participation and daily attendance may be used to bump up a student 0.5% for the final grade at the end of the semester. So if you are really trying, you're doing everything that you need to within this class, and if you're between a letter grade, then I can use the attendance, the fact that you have been really trying in this course, to bump you over to the next letter grade. Okay, using that 0.5%. Okay, so Canvas policy. Make sure that you check Canvas at least twice a week. Make sure that you have a Canvas account, and make sure that you have an LA Delta email address that you are able to access. Okay, the last day to withdraw from this course is April 16th, 2021. Okay, and I fixed it. It did say 2012. I had to fix that. Now it's 2021. Okay, let's keep on going. Now, there's types of academic misconduct. They are cheating, fabrication, plagiarism, violations of class rules, and misrepresentations. Now, if any of these actions occur, these are the disciplinary actions that could follow. Loss of partial credit for the assignment, reduced grade for the course, grade of F for the course, 0 sign to the test or assignment, academic probation, counseling, academic suspension, or expulsion. Okay, hopefully none of those will have to be administered. Now, everything that I said is subject to change. This is a tentative syllabus, but if anything does happen to change, it shouldn't, but if it does, I will let you know by email or by an announcement. Okay, now there is a complete version of the syllabus on Canvas. You can go ahead and take a look at that as well. This is just a few highlights of the syllabus. Now, if you have any other questions or concerns, please get in contact with me.